Mom, do you have the house keys? I left mine at home. Seriously? I have my keys, but I can't give them to you. Looks like you'll be camping outside for 10 days. Why? What are you talking about? Oh, I guess I should explain. I just landed at the airport. The airport? Yes, we're on a vacation. Vacation? Yep, I'm with Hannah. Cabo is amazing. I splurged since it's my first trip in a while. Took some time off work for a proper vacation. Hold on. What's going on? Vacation in Cabo? You never mentioned anything about this. I didn't think I needed to tell you. Why? Isn't it obvious? Why would I take you, someone who's practically a housekeeper, on a vacation? That being said, we'll be away for 10 days. I don't want you filing a missing person report if we just disappeared without a word. So I'm just letting you know where we are. Oh, I see. What about me? Should I try to join you later? What? There's no way I'd bring you along. This is a special trip. Having a gloomy girl like you with me would just ruin it. You need to stay home and keep up with the housework while we're gone. I might buy you a keychain as a souvenir, though. But for Hannah, I'll get her whatever she wants. She's the only one I want to bring with me, my beautiful, sweet Hannah. I can't believe this. And we're also scouting for her wedding. She wants to have it here. Her fiancé works for a prestigious company, you know. Someone way out of your league. Honestly, I wish she had been born first. If she had, I wouldn't have had you. Having her is more than enough for me. Mom, that's so cruel. Well, we're going to the hotel now. We'll be back in 10 days in the afternoon. Like I said, make sure you don't slack off on the housework. Wait, Mom. How am I supposed to get into the house?
Hey, are you free today? I was thinking we could have dinner together.
Sorry, hun. I can't today.
Oh, are you sure you're okay? You've seemed down all day. What's wrong?
It's nothing really. I'm sorry for making you worry.
Oh, come on. Has your mom been bothering you again?
Yeah. She's taking Hannah to Cabo. She says she couldn't take me because I'm just a housekeeper. She said Hannah is enough for her.
Oh, man. That's ridiculous.
She says she only needs beautiful and charming Hannah. I know I'm not as beautiful as her, and she has a better figure too. But I've been doing my best. So it hurts to hear it from my own mom.
That's really harsh. She went too far.
And then when I checked my wallet, my credit card was gone. I don't know what to do.
What?
I looked at the transaction history and there are charges from Cabo. Mom must have taken it.
Wait a sec. Did you report the card as lost?
No, I haven't yet. I mean, I didn't lose it, so...
Do it now.
But...
Are you worried about your mom and sister being in trouble? I love you for being kind-hearted, but this is serious. If someone else is using your card, it's fraud, even if it's family. Call the credit card company and freeze the card. Get it? Call now.
Okay. I've never seen you so worked up before. I didn't realize it was this big of a deal. Hun, I finished the process to stop the card.
Okay, did you check everything else? Is it all good?
Yeah, it looks like they only took one card. The one I usually use is safe.
Good job. You must have been stressed.
Yeah, but I'm worried about Mom and Hannah. What if they're stranded in Cabo with no money?
Babe, you're too kind, you know that?
But they're still family, even after being told that.
Listen, I need to tell you something important. I think it's time to cut ties with them.
Huh?
You shouldn't get involved with them.
But what does that mean?
I'm saying this for your sake, but also for theirs.
For them too.
Ever since your dad passed away, you've been supporting them, right?
Yeah. When he died, Hannah was still in middle school and Mom had never worked, so it was hard for her to find a full-time job. I dropped out of college to support them.
But how many years has it been since then?
About 9 years, I think.
You paid for most of Hannah's college tuition, on top of using your dad's inheritance, right?
Yeah, she repeated a year, but she graduated last year.
And then she quit her job right away and has been job hopping ever since, right? Now she's working as a receptionist? You told me she spends all her money on herself. Your mom's still living off your income without working either.
Yeah, you're right. Hannah's money is her own, but my money is for the family, Mom says.
That logic is flawed. Your mom isn't physically unable to work, is she?
No.
This Cabo trip was entirely funded by your money, and she didn't even ask you. It's not right, and you have every right to be angry.
I guess you're right.
You've known it all along, haven't you? I admire your patience, but if this continues, you'll be exploited by them forever. Do you really want to continue living like this? Besides, they've become accustomed to living on your income. They've grown more and more irresponsible. Now, they've even resorted to taking your credit card and using it without permission. This can't go on. If things stay the same, it's going to ruin everyone. You, your mom, and your sister.
Oh, honey, what should I do?
First, you need to separate yourself from them. Nothing will change unless you do that.
Yeah, you're right. As you say, it's going to ruin us all. I need to make a decision.
You know, I'm here for you. Now let's go get something to eat. I've already made a reservation at a nice place. It got a bit heavy. Let's do something to refresh our minds.
Thanks for being there for me. Of course.
I just want to see you happy. Let's go when you're ready. Okay?
Thanks, really. Ah, that was delicious. Thank you, honey. I can't believe you reserved such a nice restaurant. I've never had Italian food that good before.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'd take you there anytime you want.
How did you manage to get a table at such a lovely place? Was there a special occasion?
Well, actually about that, I have something to tell you.
Sure, what's up?
Well, I know it's sudden, but...
What? Oh my god. Is this...
Katie, will you marry me?
Oh my gosh. Is this an engagement ring? So, that restaurant earlier was...
Yeah, it was part of the surprise. I'm sorry if it's too much.
No, not at all. I'm so happy.
And there's one more thing I need to tell you.
What is it?
I've been assigned to work abroad. I'll be moving in a couple of months.
Really?
Yeah, and I know it's sudden, but I want you to come with me. I'll make sure you're taken care of. What do you think?
Of course, I'll come with you. But...
But what?
I can't just leave Mom and Hannah behind.
Oh, babe. About that, I have an idea.
You do?
We've solved this problem for now. Next, we need to start preparing for everything else.
I'm sorry to have you involved in this. Things are getting even busier for you, and I'm adding more on your plate.
No. Your important matters take priority over everything else. We still have a lot to plan for, but it's late now. Let's head home and discuss everything tomorrow.
Okay.
What's wrong?
I just remembered. I left my house keys at home, and Mom and Hannah are gone. So I can't get into my house tonight. I totally forgot. Do you think I can find a hotel now?
What? Nonsense.
Why?
You can stay at my place.
Really? But it's so sudden. Are you sure?
Of course. Why are you hesitating? You're going to be my future wife.
Future wife?
Oh, you haven't answered me yet. So, will you be my wife?
Yes, of course.
Yes. I'm so relieved to hear that. For now, let's get some rest. We'll tackle everything else tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. My future husband. Hi, Katie. How's it going? It's about noon there, right? You must be at work. You've better been on top of the housework. Here, it's perfect weather. The ocean looks stunning from our hotel window. Cabo is just the best.
Mom, you sound to be having a lot of fun.
Why wouldn't I? It's a trip with my precious Hannah. A family trip is something you'll never get to experience. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I took your credit card with me. I've been using it to pay for everything on this trip. You've been working for us anyway. You should be thankful I'm putting it to good use. Today, we're going to enjoy the extra options. First-class spa treatments and fine Italian dining at the hotel. I'm willing to spend anything for my lovely Hannah. All the extra charges will be on your card, too. No complaints, okay? You're just a cash cow for us. That's the only way you're useful. Your job is to make money and be a backdrop to beautiful Hannah. Okay then, let me enjoy some luxurious breakfast in my bed to start the day.
Mom?
It's amazing how we can enjoy such luxuries for free. Credit cards are so convenient. Even outside my country, this card does everything.
About that card. It should be deactivated by now.
What? Deactivated?
Yeah, I noticed it was missing from my wallet yesterday. I thought I had lost it, so I quickly called the card company and had it deactivated. It's standard procedure when you lose a card, you know. I'm glad I realized it early.
What the heck have you done?
I never imagined you took it. Anyway, I'm glad it's found.
Now get it reactivated immediately.
For what?
For what? How are we supposed to enjoy our trip without it? Hurry up, do it now.
But it's wrong to use someone else's credit card for your vacation. Besides, the card you took can't be used anymore.
Why not?
I canceled it yesterday.
Canceled?
Yeah, I have another credit card that I usually use, so I realized I didn't need two. It seemed like a good opportunity to get rid of one.
Oh my god! Are you serious? You useless girl! You totally messed it up. How dare an ugly thing like you ruin things for Hannah? Know your place. You've ruined our trip.
Mom, I told you before. You can't use someone else's credit card.
Oh, please. It's your card. So what's the problem? What's wrong with using family's things?
Even if it's family, using someone else's card without permission is fraud and a crime. I didn't know all the details until recently, but my fiancé explained it to me.
What did you just say? Fiancé? What do you mean?
Oh, I guess I hadn't mentioned. I got engaged last night. He surprised me with a beautiful dinner. I said yes, so now he's my fiancé.
What?
Since we're on the topic, I thought I'd mention it.
Wait a minute. You have a boyfriend?
Yeah, he's a coworker. We've been dating for over 3 years.
Wait, you? There's no way someone like you has a boyfriend, let alone a fiancé. Are you just jealous because Hannah is getting married first? How pathetic. Instead of telling such obvious lies, fix the credit card situation. A lying loser like you is just unbearable to look at.
I've listened to you all this time, but now I'm going to be with someone who treats me well. So I'm not going to follow your orders anymore. And by the way, Mom, I'm going to move abroad with him for his new assignment.
What?
Also, I'm quitting my job.
No.
He got promoted and is being transferred to an overseas office. I'm going with him when we get married. Once we're settled, I plan to find some remote work there.
Wait, hold on. I'm not following. What's going on?
And one more thing. We're moving in together to prepare for his assignment. So, I'm moving out tomorrow.
What? Wait, Katie, Moving out? What do you mean? It means just as I said. Oh, and I had the landlord unlock the door for me. I'll throw away the food in the fridge. Of course, I can't have all of my things cleaned up today or tomorrow. But I'll do a quick clean, so don't worry. By the time you guys return, I'll be gone. Make sure to lock up properly. What are you talking about? You're just going to leave us behind and find happiness on your own? Who's going to pay for our living expenses? You have a responsibility to support us. Ever since your dad passed away, you've been the breadwinner for this family. You can't just do whatever you want. Mom, you can't solve that by getting a job yourself, right? Well, Hannah is getting married, right? I don't know who her fiancé is, but with her spending habits, he'll have a hard time after marriage. And you'll be alone when she leaves, you know? So you need to start earning money yourself. But... Anyway, you said you were bored with the same routine every day. Now you'll have some excitement and earn money too. It's perfect. That's not what I meant. Oh, and don't worry about finding a job. I talked to Grandma about it. What? My mom? What are you thinking? You know how much I despise that woman. Yeah, I know. She sounded quite furious over the phone. She says she wants to go to Cabo and drag you back. She'll pick you up when you get back home. No, how could you do this to me? It's great that you have a job lined up. Grandma's B&B is short-staffed, so she said you could start right away. No way. I have to work at that old place? This got to be a joke. I won't do it. Well, I guess you have the right to decide. But since Grandma is willing to take you in, maybe you should listen to her. Anyway, I have to start packing. Wait! I probably won't be able to check my phone until I'm done. I'm sorry about that. Katie! Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Your lease ends in 3 months. What? Enjoy your vacation in Cabo. Oh my god! No, wait! Answer the phone. Why aren't you reading my messages? Come on, you can have a look at least once. We still have a week left in Cabo. And now you're telling me the lease is ending? What are we supposed to do? We were relying on your money. Are you listening? Answer me.
Babe, how's the packing going? Everything okay?
Yep. With some help from my friends, I'm managing.
Great. Sorry this all happened so suddenly.
No problem, really. I think I can move my stuff over tomorrow.
Okay. I'm already at the new temporary apartment. I'll come to help tomorrow. Just let me know when the movers arrive.
Will do. Thanks. And by the way...
Yeah?
This all happened so fast that I still can't wrap my head around it.
I know, right? It's been a whirlwind. From canceling the credit card to proposing to you, then discussing my overseas assignment, and you agreeing to come with me, agreeing to the assignment with my boss, and starting the moving preparations. I was already nervous about the proposal, but when I heard about the credit card issue, it blew my mind.
You were more panicked than I was. I told my mom about the engagement and the credit card freeze, took the afternoon off, and moved all my stuff out of the house. I'm exhausted.
It was great that your friends came to help. You have some really good friends.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. They were all so happy about my engagement. Thanks to them, I'm all set to go. I can't wait to move into our temporary place you found tomorrow.
All this in one day. Insane speed.
Absolutely. Oh, hang on a sec. Another call from Mom.
She's still calling? Pretty determined, huh?
Yeah, she's been blowing up my phone with calls and messages all day. I had to mute notifications while packing. Maybe I should just block her.
Wow, hearing you say that shows how strong you've become. I think it's a good idea, especially with how busy we're going to be.
No kidding.
I should get started on dinner. Tomorrow is going to be another busy day. Make sure you get some rest.
Hey, hon.
Yes?
Thank you for freeing me from my family and for choosing me to be your wife. I'm really happy.
I'm glad you accepted my proposal. Thank you for deciding to come with me. I'll protect you from now on. I'll take on anyone who tries to harm you.
You're so reliable. Love you. I look forward to our future together.
Love you more.
My mom kept calling me over and over. But following my fiancé's advice, I blocked her on everything. It felt like a weight had been lifted. Unable to use my credit card, she and Hannah were stuck in their hotel room for the remaining days of their trip. Luckily, all the necessary expenses for the trip had been prepaid with my card, so they didn't go hungry. It's a shame they couldn't fully enjoy their time in Cabo. As for the unauthorized charges, I had the entire amount refunded through a lawyer. They put up quite a fight, but when it was explained what they'd done was fraud and could lead to prison time, they quickly panicked and apologized profusely. They ended up selling a lot of their belongings to pay me back in full. While I thought this would be the end of it, things got more complicated. Hannah's fiancé happened to be a former classmate of my fiancé. When he learned about what happened, he was furious. He called off the engagement, canceling not only the dreamed Cabo wedding, but the entire marriage. Hannah, who's usually confident, became quite depressed. She had quit her job in anticipation of the marriage, so she was left heartbroken and unemployed. This caused her relationship with Mom to become strained. They both ended up working and living at Grandma's B&B. However, their work performance was so poor that they were constantly making mistakes and getting scolded, leading to daily tears. I hope they reflect on their actions and live a humble life from now on. As for me, I'm finally living a happy life. Since then, my husband and I haven't had any fights, and we enjoy peaceful days together. It's a happiness I never imagined in my previous life. I wish I had sought advice sooner.
Hey, Tyler! Is it true that you're getting married? And she's from a very wealthy family?
Hello, Mother.
So, when are you guys coming to talk to me?
Talk about what?
Yes, about your marriage. So, when is it?
I won't.
What? You won't?
Of course not.
Why not?
I thought I made it clear already. I don't want to deal with you anymore.
Huh?
You should know that when I don't return your call. I'm not your puppet anymore. I left there 8 years ago after I paid off your debt. I decided that I would never step foot in my hometown or your place again. People know me as a neglected child there. I have no friends, so I don't have regrets.
I know exactly what you're thinking. You're my son after all, aren't you?
Huh?
Well, okay. I understand you don't care about us. You can get married or whatever you want.
I don't need your permission, Mother. Goodbye. Nancy, is this a good time to call you?
Hi, Tyler.
I have an urgent matter to talk about.
I'm on the train right now, so you can text me. What's up?
My parents found out about us.
What?
My mother just texted me. They probably heard about me from my aunt, who happened to visit my work for a meeting.
Oh, the philanthropist aunt who told you to get along with all her relatives.
Yes, that aunt. She may have seen me when she was heading to the meeting room. My coworker told me that she was asking about me, and he told her that I was getting married. He should have minded his own business.
I see. I just wish the timing had been a little better.
I agree. My mother didn't object to our marriage, but I know she's up to something. I'm wondering what she's gonna do next. She might try to contact you or something.
Maybe we shouldn't see each other for the time being.
I thought about that too, but then there's a possibility that she might try to contact you when you're alone, right? I don't know what to do.
Maybe we should get a marriage license and get married tomorrow.
What?
I mean, we should move up our plans and get on with it.
I guess so. It's not like we're particular about the date, right? Now that those pesky people know about it, there's nothing better than moving things along quickly.
So, I guess we'll meet in front of the marriage license bureau tomorrow after your work?
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry for all this.
That's okay. We're both in this together, so don't worry about it.
It makes me feel better to hear you say that. Thank you.
No problem. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Hey, Tyler. Why are you ignoring me? I was waiting for you in front of the car to celebrate your marriage. You just grabbed a cab and drove away.
You are following me from my work. Aunt Mary must have told you where I work. I didn't talk to anyone about getting married today.
Haha, I guess you knew. Well, that's okay. We are all good now, right?
Don't even joke about it. I don't want to deal with you.
Hey, you don't need to feel guilty. I know that you're after her money.
What? What are you talking about?
Your wife is from a wealthy family. Her parents died in an accident 2 years ago, and she's supposed to have a huge inheritance.
So what?
Your kindness towards me touched my heart.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Tyler, you did a good job. Once you're married, the money is all ours.
What?
A wife's money belongs to her husband. A son's money belongs to his parents. In other words, your wife's money is mine. We are millionaires.
No, we are not.
You don't have to hide your true nature anymore. From now on, we can start living off your wife's money. First, we need to get out of debt.
Wait, you're in debt again?
I'll pay off my debt first, so go ahead and withdraw $100,000 from her account.
$100,000?
I was told that my money would be multiplied by 10. Your father and I put $5,000 each to invest. But things went in the wrong direction, and when I found out, I was $100,000 in debt.
What are you doing? Couldn't you tell it was too good to be true? It's a complete scam. Falling for something so obvious and having $100,000 debt. What kind of scum are you?
Oh well, please don't be so angry. Even your father and I turned pale. $100,000 is too much. But now we have your wife's money. Of course, I will not ask you to move in with us. All you have to do is give me $100,000.
I feel sorry for you guys. And I'm so embarrassed that you guys are my parents.
Huh?
I didn't choose my wife for you guys.
You can't be serious. Are you trying to keep all her money for yourself? I will never allow you to cheat like that.
You say what you want. I just want to build my own happy family. There's no place for you guys, toxic parents.
You are the worst son.
Nancy, I'm sorry about earlier.
Hi, Tyler.
Were you okay after you got off the cab at the station?
Yes, I'm fine, but, I got on the train as you said.
I'm sorry. Just go ahead. I'll arrange a hotel near the airport, and then you can stay there until I get there.
I can find a hotel for us. I'll let you know which hotel we are staying.
Okay, thanks.
But are you okay?
I'm all packed. We're supposed to leave the day after tomorrow.
I got my passport and plane ticket are in my luggage. I know. Can't leave those behind.
However, fortunately, today was my last day at the office, and I can work from the hotel tomorrow. I can ship the company laptop back to them later. I'll be fine. I will hide out somewhere.
Are you okay now? Maybe your mother will show up to your place.
Actually, I've already left my place, and I am at a cafe.
Good. I'm at a cafe as well. I told my boss what happened, and they said I could stay at the hotel and work remotely.
I see. I'm so thankful our bosses are so generous.
Me too. Well, I'll let you know when I find a place to stay tonight. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
Tyler, where the hell are you? I don't have a place to stay tonight, so I thought I'd stay at your place.
Do you know my apartment?
I asked my sister.
Aunt Mary. She even searched where I live.
I should have asked her last night. I had a rough night last night. I spent most of my money to get here, so I spent a night at a cheap motel. I don't have any money now, so come back here and let me in.
I moved out already.
What? I see. Did you go to your wife's mansion? If so, I can be there.
That mansion has been sold to someone.
What? Sold?
Also, we're divorced.
What? You two just got married yesterday.
Because of you guys.
What?
You were making a fuss about money, even in front of her. You kept sending me messages about your dad when she was right next to me. I guess she changed her mind.
She just needs to give us a little portion from her inheritance. That's it? What a bitch!
She's better than your greedy, money-grabbing parents.
What? Money grabbing? Greedy?
Don't you realize it? Well, it doesn't matter. Besides, she doesn't have $100,000 to give you.
What? Her parents died in an accident 2 years ago. She's their only daughter, right?
Her stepdad has 3 children with his ex-wife.
Huh?
I'd like to say that the inheritance will be divided equally among the 4 siblings, but she's renouncing her inheritance.
What?
She says that being the daughter of a second wife is a lot of trouble. At least she's doing good, and she's not a spendthrift. So, she doesn't want anything to do with money-crazy, dirty, and corrupt people like you guys who can easily get into debt.
Corrupt people? Let me speak with her. She didn't get her inheritance, and she's been abusive to us. I can't let her do that.
This is why she divorced me.
Then you should take care of our debt. Parents' debt is children's debt.
There's no such law. Oh, I have to get back to my work.
So, you are at work now?
No, I'm working remotely today.
Huh? Remote work?
so I don't need to be at work. I'll work remotely from today until my retirement.
Retirement?
Before I go any further, don't even think about my severance pay. I haven't been with the company long enough. Don't expect to get my money now that I'm unemployed.
Oh my God!
Well then, I guess this is the last time I'll hear from you.
My last hope!
Goodbye.
How can I pay off my debt?
Let me explain before I go on. Our divorce story is a lie to buy time. It was a way to escape from my parents, who were depressed by the shock of knowing we didn't have inherited money. I thought lying was the best way to go. A few days later, I met up with Nancy at the airport. We headed for England, where Nancy had been assigned. By the way, I am not unemployed. I became a freelancer using my skills. 3 weeks later, my parents realized my wife and I were still together. They still wanted me to pay off their debt, so they got my aunt involved and started looking for me in Tokyo. Later, my parents and my aunt suddenly disappeared. I've already cut ties with them, so I won't pry into it.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hello, Mira. I wanted to talk about my birthday this weekend. Good evening, Kathy. Are we having a party again this year? Yes, of course. I've ordered a fine French catering service. I'll invite relatives, close friends, and neighbors. You and Kevin will be here too, right? Well, Kathy, what is your budget for this party? Budget? Let's see. I heard that when my celebrity friend had a party of the same size, it cost around $4,000. It will probably be about the same. That's a lot. What? Any issue? It's 4 months' worth of your mortgage we're paying for you. Huh? My mortgage? I don't want to be too stingy with your party, but shouldn't you pay the mortgage if you can afford such a luxury? Don't you think there's a priority? Huh? A priority? Why should I care about that? That's something you and Kevin should take care of. Don't expect me to pay. I'm not. I'm only talking about common sense. Your common sense is nonsense. What the? Oh my God, I can't talk to you anymore. I'll talk to Kevin about my birthday. Just let me know if you can make it or not. Mira, about my birthday party we talked about yesterday, I've invited more people and it will be around $5,000. What? I've also decided to invite my friends from hula lesson. You need more money for your party? Yes, since you're being so stingy, I'm letting you know ahead of time. Kathy, are you sure you're okay with this? Huh? Jem is working hard far away from his hometown where you're spending a lot of money. Are you sure you're doing the right thing? What's with that tone? Don't be disrespectful to your mother-in-law. I'm just saying that I'm worried about you. We're doing okay. I don't want you to worry about us. Shouldn't you be worried about yourself? Oh, me? Are you saying you don't have any financial issues? Not so much. Huh? I'm sure I don't need to worry about it for now, but I can't believe you're saying that. I knew it. You're after my money. Well, what? I feel like I'm going crazy talking to you. I'll only contact you when I need to in the future. My blood pressure is rising. Now, if you'll excuse me. Kevin, how's your business trip? Do you have a minute? Hi, Mara. What's up? It's about your mom's birthday party tomorrow. Ah, yeah. She told me it's from 6 p.m. Have you heard how much the party's going to cost? What? No. But with their financial situation, not much, right? Well, that's the thing. She ordered a fancy French catering service, which will cost $5,000. $5,000? That's a lot of money for just inviting relatives. It looks like she's inviting more people, her friends, neighbors, people from a hula lesson. So that makes it $5,000. I talked to her about the mortgage, but she didn't really care about it. She was upset that I mentioned that. Well, of course I'd like to celebrate her birthday, but we're helping them with their mortgage, and your mom spends all their money like this. I agree. If she has the money to do that, she should pay off the mortgage first. But I don't think your mom is going to listen to me. Either way, the party is tomorrow. It's too late to cancel the catering service. Besides, my mom would not listen to my opinion. I'm the youngest of the 3 brothers. She complained about me getting married before my older brothers. Well, we have no choice but to let her throw a $5,000 party this time. We will see her tomorrow. I'll keep a close eye on her. I'll call my dad too. Yes, that would be great. See you tomorrow. Good night. Okay, good night. Mira, you came to the party with Kevin after all, didn't you? Yes. I heard that you told Kevin to come as a couple. Yes, I want people to have a good impression of my family. If Kevin didn't show up with you, I don't know what people would say behind my back. Oh, I see. But I want you to stay in the kitchen when the party starts. Why? Because you don't qualify to have fine French food. Yes? Qualified? You're being punished for not living up to your level. You are always worried about money because you have $1,000 monthly mortgage. Is that really what you think? I'm saying it because I'm the only one who can say it. You bought that expensive condo because you want to show off. What? You have no money, but you made $1,000 mortgage. And yet, you want me to save on my birthday party and put it toward paying off the mortgage. Shame on you. Oh, that's how you interpreted it? No wonder we're not on the same page. My party is about to start, so get back in the kitchen. And when the time is right, pretend you're sick and go home. That way, people will understand. What's the point of doing that? I told my folks I'm in the process of disciplining my beggar daughter-in-law. A beggar? After half an hour or so, you can leave anytime you want. I don't understand. You're not worthy of being my daughter-in-law, so get the hell out of here. I see. I'll stop paying the mortgage then. What? I'll stop paying $1,000 a month from now on. I don't know what you're thinking, but it's you and Kevin who will be in trouble if you do that, isn't it? Kevin and I are leaving now. Yes, please. Mira, hey, pick up. I need to talk about the $1,000 mortgage. Is it true that the $1,000 mortgage is for my house? Oh my, did you hear that from someone? From my relatives at the party. I see. I thought it was a bad joke on the day of the party. But I found out that I hadn't made a payment this month due to an insufficient balance in my account. I didn't understand what was going on. Yes, I had transferred $1,000 each month to Jim's account to pay for your payment. I had no idea. You understand why Jim was transferred to the remote factory, right? I do. He was demoted and his salary was drastically reduced to take responsibility for his team. He was also transferred to an understaffed remote factory. Yes, that's right. A substantial pay cut will affect your life, won't it? Jim asked us for help, thinking that he may be unable to pay the mortgage for almost 7 more years. I am earning a decent amount from a side job, so I decided to help you guys for the time being. What about your expensive condo? I thought you and Kevin took a loan to buy the condo. That was also around when Jim was transferred. The condo is my uncle's property. Eh? Your uncle? I thought I told you about that. My uncle heard about us helping you guys, so he kindly let us stay in the condo with him. Letting you guys stay with him? We're just renting a room in a unit. We don't have a luxurious life. Oh, okay. Jim suggested that we move in with you, but you vehemently opposed it, so we settled on the current arrangement. Is that what was going on? You said if I live with my son, I should live with the first or second son, not the third son and his wife. Don't you remember banging the table and refusing to give in? Yeah, I didn't think we were talking about that. We told you everything I just told you. Huh? Jim, Kevin's brothers, Kevin and I. We had a family meeting, right? This is what we talked about then. What? Well, you were half asleep. You only woke up when you refused our suggestions. When we asked you to start working to support the family, you said no. You also said no to Kevin and I moving in with you. We couldn't agree, and I had to compromise a lot in the end. But I never thought that you had rejected me without understanding our suggestions. I didn't realize that. Well, Jim told me that I don't need to help you guys anymore. What? Since you two can't pay your mortgage, he decided to sell the house. Sell? Sell my house? That's right. He didn't want to sell his house, but he felt terrible about making us help you guys. Kevin and his brothers told Jim about your spending spree, and he decided to give up. Jim also promised to pay me back all $6,000 that I paid. I had no idea. Jim is coming back home temporarily, isn't he? I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about then. Please ask Jim about this from now on. Mira? I have nothing more to say, so if you'll excuse me. Well then. A few days later, Jim returned home. We had another family meeting at Jim's and Kathy's. First, about the sale of their house. Then, about the $5,000 birthday party. So many abusive words toward me, who was financially helping them. Finally, Jim put the divorce forms in front of Kathy. Kathy was shocked, but she was planning to move in with her first or second son. However, they got jobs overseas. They left their mother. We moved out of my uncle's condo without telling Kathy our new address. Kathy was fired from her first job as a cashier after she stole some money. She is now living alone with little money left, which was given to her after the divorce.
You have a sister complex. Huh? You told your sister a lot about me, didn't you? No, I didn't. Don't lie. You have a sister complex, telling everything to your sister. That's not true. Why are you talking about my sister all of a sudden? She just came to my house. She said she was coming over today to celebrate your pregnancy. She's already here? If you knew, then stay home. I heard she was coming this afternoon. Is she still there? She said she suddenly had to run some errands from noon, so she went home already. Oh, I wanted to see her too. I haven't seen her since our wedding. You've been abroad all this time, haven't you? I got some chocolates with English writing on them as a gift. That's right. She got transferred to Japan and couldn't come back as often. Anyway, How did your sister-in-law know that I injured my arm in an accident while driving? I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that you told her. I asked you not to tell anyone because I was embarrassed. I told you. I don't know. I didn't even tell my parents. But then, when we met, she suddenly says, "Is your arm okay? Be careful driving." What was that about? Oh, maybe she saw the scar? What? I'm all healed up now. I can't even see your scar. That's not what I meant. Did she say anything else? She said, "You used to have a parrot. Looks like it passed away though." Oh, really? She's talking about Sakura, who we had until last month, isn't she? Did you tell her about that? No, not at all. I didn't think she would know that much. What do you mean? Your sister is creepy. She's had this weird power since she was little. What do you mean? Like psychic powers? Not exactly. She has a sixth sense. She can see auras. I can't believe it. You're not afraid of her? She's helped me a lot in the past. I'm rather proud of her. What do you mean? When we were in elementary school, we planned a family vacation. Your parents do love to travel. But on the day of the trip, my sister suddenly started crying because she didn't want to go. Isn't that a common selfishness among children? My parents thought so too, but they had to pay cancellation fee, so they didn't know what to do. And even though it was a cool autumn day, my sister kept on saying, "It's too hot, too hot." Did she have a fever or something? No, she wasn't sick, but she was crying like crazy. We ended up having to cancel, and I was really angry. What does this have to do with the story? I was watching the news that night. The hotel we were supposed to be staying at caught on fire. No way. It was a coincidence. That's what I thought at the time. But I get chills when I think about what would have happened if we hadn't canceled. You think your sister saw something? I don't know, but she could predict the weather more accurately than the weather forecast. And thanks to her, we caught my mom's cancer early. It's still creepy. I can't believe we're the same human. Don't say that. She's still my precious sister. I get it. Maybe your sister. Maybe she has a mental illness? What? I don't believe in sixth sense. I'm not forcing you to believe me. She's just on a roll because something she said at random ended up coming true. I don't think so. She really doesn't see anything. She's just being a pain in the ass since she wants attention. That creeps me out. That's enough. Why are you being so aggressive? She says she sees a black blur on my baby. So? What's she saying about my baby? That's creepy. Did you hear my sister till the end? I don't know. Maybe the baby is a little weak or something? Oh no, we're going to the hospital right now. That's not true. The regular checkup said everything is fine. Well, that's good, but I think she was trying to tell you to take care of yourself and have a healthy baby. I'm sure that's what she wanted to say. She did say something like that, but she doesn't mean that. You're thinking too much. Black blur is usually worn by villains. She's making fun of my baby for being evil. No one said that. I will never forgive you or curse her back. Oh man. Could it be your sister? Is she planning to stay in New York for a long time? She's been working in Tokyo for a long time, but she's coming back to New York. She said this is her last transfer. And she bought a house right around the corner, right? It's about a 50-minute drive from here. Not exactly a neighbor. It's so close. That sucks. Please just be friends with her. I don't want to. You're so weird. She's crazy. That's why she's single when she's almost in her 30s. She's so stupid buying a house when she's alone. She couldn't find a good place to rent, and even if I could, it was too expensive. It was cheaper to take out a loan in the end. Whatever. She's not going to be coming here often, is she? She's busy too. I doubt she'll come often. Really? But she says she wants to help Megan with whatever she has to do during her pregnancy. Huh? It's none of her business. Well, Megan, you seem to be mentally unstable. I'll tell her not to come here so often. Tell her to not come at all. Don't let that creepy woman near me again. I guess she's on a postpartum period. My name is Tyson. I'm 25 years old. My wife Megan is 4 months pregnant. I've seen many people avoid my sister because of her mysterious power. I've never seen someone reject her this much, so I was surprised. But they say that you tend to be mentally unstable during pregnancy. Maybe she was in shock about what she said about her baby. But when I heard that her baby had a black blur, I feel a kind of uneasiness. I called my sister and asked her about it. She said, "I'm sorry for saying something that could make a delicate pregnant woman uneasy." She told me to ask Megan for details, and I was even more confused. The truth is, I would be happy if my sister and my wife could get along together. But with my wife acting like this, I don't think it would be possible. Even if it doesn't work now, after the baby is born and things settle down, I'm sure she'll understand how nice my sister is. There was a time when I was optimistic. Then my wife's unbelievable behavior made me think otherwise. You're at your sister's house right now, aren't you? What? How did you know I was here? Apparently, I have a second sense as well. Stop joking around and saying things I don't understand. Just answer me properly. I just kind of did. I mean, why are you there? I got an SOS call from my sister, so I ran over. The house is in trouble. Oh, how? It's a mess. I wonder if it was robbed. I don't think they took anything, Megan. Do you know anything? Me? Why would I know about anything? Did you go to my sister's house by any chance? I don't have the ability to climb through walls. But why is that stuffed toy that you had here? If you're a girl, everyone has a stuffed bear. I never said it was a bear. Oh, really? Crap. There's a camera on the stuffed bear. You're filming me, aren't you? Oh no, I've been caught. I don't see any broken windows. How did you get inside the house? That's easy. Tyson, you have the key to your sister's house. Yeah, I'm far away from my parents. I keep the spare in case something happens. Wait. That's right. I just borrowed it. But I didn't tell you the address. It was saved on your address book on your phone. I knew right away. You looked at my phone without permission? It's your fault for not locking up your phone. So you're responsible for the mess at the house? What are you talking about? Paint on the door. You wrote, "Get the hell out of here." Wow, amazing. I can't believe it says exactly what I was thinking. Is this some kind of psychic power? Stop playing around. They wrote creepy and crazy all over the house too. But you write your own name on your nameplate, right? Of course you do. then why doesn't she write "crazy girl" on her door? It's normal, right? What the hell is wrong with you? You've been acting weird. There's a lot of sand and empty plastic bottles lying around the house. What the hell? Oh, that. I picked it up because it said that if you keep them in the house, it will bring bad luck. Huh? I wanted to make that woman's luck go down and make her suffer. It was so hard carrying it into the house. What are you doing when you're pregnant? I was going to take a picture of her panicking and put it all over social media, but you came in and ruined it. Stop talking nonsense and come over here, Megan. Apologize to her right now. Why me? I'm going to throw up if I have to apologize to her. What did my sister do to you? Just the fact that she lives so close to me makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to have premature labor from the stress. But I did what you asked, not to come over to our house until the baby is born. I told her that. That's not enough. She needs to leave New York. In fact, I want her to disappear from this world too. Don't be stupid. Hey, are you hiding something from me? Don't tell me that woman told you something else. Megan, you had somewhat of a common sense and manners as anyone else, didn't you? Maybe your mentality unstable because of your pregnancy, but it's gone too far. That's how hurt I was by what she said about the child. And when I called my sister about the black blur, she couldn't tell me. She told me to ask you, Megan, for details. She's baiting you. That's not true. What the hell are you talking about? Give me a real reason why you will do such a thing. It has nothing to do with Tyson. She's so annoying running her mouth like that. I seriously won't forgive her. Did something happen to the baby? I'm the father, so it is my business. No, it's not. I'm still asking my sister. She won't tell me because she's not 100% sure. I hate it. I want her to move somewhere far away and cut ties with her too. We just bought a house. I can't do that. And what do you mean, cut ties with her? You're my husband, right? It's only natural that you think of me first, right? Let's talk first. But first, come and apologize. I told you I don't want to. If she doesn't move out within 2 weeks, I'll harass her again and again. Hey, don't do this. Until then, don't come home to me. Why not? Because I will never let you in my house until you get that woman out of this country. I can't. Hey! What the hell are you doing? She hasn't moved at all. Megan, it's been a long time. This is no time for carefree greetings. That's not what you promised. I never promised anything. I gave you 2 weeks. I can't believe it. You're the one who I can't believe. Huh? That baby in your belly isn't mine, is it? That's not true. What did that woman say to you? No, she didn't say anything. I'm the one who's been wondering about it. About what? Something she said about the black blur in your belly. I told you it has nothing to do with you, Tyson. She's just saying that to trick you. I kept thinking about that, and then I remembered. You know, the black blur? She used to see it when there was a malicious intent. What do you mean? Like a stolen bike, or a weapon that's been used to harm someone, or a child with another man. What are you talking about? Are you saying you don't believe me? Well, it's not like I can see it. I'm just guessing. But I thought it was worth looking into. Wait! I had the detective look into you, Megan. You're kidding. Is there a problem? It's a waste of money. I use my savings from when I was single, so don't worry. But turns out it was completely black. Wait, You found out everything? I even have proof. You kicked me out and brought someone else home every day, didn't you? I can't believe it. You were afraid I'd find out you were cheating on you. You did all those terrible things to keep my sister away from you, didn't you? Because I didn't know your sister had weird powers. If you had told me, I wouldn't have met her. I've told a few people, but no one believed me. So I stopped telling people unless they ask. Then it's not only your sister's fault that her house is a mess. It's also your fault. You're not sorry at all. Why did you have an affair? It was just for fun. We hit it off on social media, and when we met, he was my type. We didn't even know each other's real names. How could you do that without knowing his name? You're quite active during your pregnancy. But the baby I'm carrying is yours. What? There's a black blur on your baby, and you're actually cheating on me. You have some nerve saying that. That's just something she said at random, and it just happened to be right. She's definitely wrong this time. There's no such thing as magical powers. What proof do you have? You remember the other night when we got excited? That baby was from that night. Ah, that one. Normally, you don't do it at all. But that one night, you were so aggressive. Sometimes even girls turn into wolves. You were just trying to make me think that it was my baby, right? No, I didn't. How do you not even know your own baby? Then get a DNA test. What? We can do a prenatal DNA test. And if I'm the father, I'll admit it. That's kind of scary. It's just a blood sample. It's easy on you and the baby. And I'll pay for it. But you can't do it because I'll find out, right? No, I'm not. You don't have to do that. You can trust me. How can I trust someone who's cheating on me? And also, my sister told me later. Did she say something else? She said she felt off about your arm that was hurt in the accident in the parrot. You didn't really believe her, did you? I checked the car's DVR at the time of the accident. And? Nothing happened, right? You seem pretty relaxed. I mean, it's not like there's anything weird on it. I mean, it only recorded 2 hours of data to begin with. You can't see that far back in time. You idiot. It's set to the record events. What's that? It only records when there's an impact to the car. You're kidding me. You haven't been in an accident since. There was a perfect shot of you and your cheating boyfriend in the car. That's why you were so guilty and told me not to tell anyone. Oh no. When I gave him a ride, I tried not to get caught. So I drove by myself for 2 hours, but it was all for nothing. When you crashed, the cheating boyfriend ran away in a hurry. Didn't even know it was all being recorded. Huh. Everything is ruined because of that woman. That's why I hate her. Huh? You got what you deserved. Oh my God, I hate her. I should have harassed her even more if it was going to turn out like this. I should have ran her over with your car. That's enough. If you do that, I won't forgive you. You're not going to forgive me anyway, are you? Then it's not the same. Don't be stupid. You were behind Sakura too, weren't you? That's right. I brought him home all the time, so Sakura learned his name. So I fed poison to the parrot. That's disgusting. You even thought Sakura was cute. Me pretending to like the parrot was cute, and it was also Instagram worthy. I didn't think you were this kind of person. Of course I'm divorcing you. It was just for fun. Are you really not going to forgive me? I can't do it anymore. Hey, you know the Gospel of John? No. There's a scene in the Bible where a woman who cheats on her husband gets stoned by everyone. What are you saying all of a sudden? But then Jesus says, anyone who has not committed a crime, throw a stone first. And no one threw a stone. So what? There is no one who has never committed a crime. Throwing trash when no one is looking. Looking at your phone while driving. Even Tyson, you're the same. Well, I can't say for sure that it never happened. That's why it's important to forgive. Don't hate the guilty. Stop blaming. But in that story, I think the only one who can throw stone is the one who was betrayed. What? Well, when a celebrity cheats on his wife, I think that someone who has nothing to do with it shouldn't be crap about it. But I think it's okay for the victim to talk crap. That's terrible. You hate me. Well, of course I hate you, but I'm not going to throw stones at you. I'll hold you legally responsible. What do you mean? You'll pay me alimony and compensation for the mess you made to my sister's house. I'm pregnant. So what? Pregnant women have legal barriers? I mean, there's no way I can pay. I know you don't have the ability to pay, so I'm billing your parents. Don't tell my parents. That's impossible. We're getting a divorce. I have to explain. What am I gonna do? They're gonna be so mad at me. You're lucky to have someone who is angry at you. By the way, I'm reporting you for trespassing and destruction of property. I'm sure the fines will be hefty. I can't take this anymore. At least you're paying child support for this kid, right? And we'll just call it even. If the DNA test proves it's mine, I'll pay. I mean, your cheating boyfriend said nothing about that child. He doesn't want anything to do with it, so he wants me to raise it with you. What a piece of shit. My life is over. No. I can't believe this. Calm down. It's not my fault. It's all this world's fault. I curse you. You're the one who's crazy, Megan. I'm scared, so I won't contact you anymore. Wait a minute. I just thought you'd be worried if I pretended to be crazy. I told you I'm not. DNA test results did not prove that I was the father. Megan was screaming, "This is not reliable," but I filed to deny legitimacy. Megan will have to pay addition to the fees for the affair and the damage to property of a total of $30,000, in addition to the alimony. It seems that she was relying on our joint assets, but it was spent on date with her cheating partner. She received almost nothing for her share of the assets. So, as promised, I talked with her parents. They got down on their knees and made the payment that day. In addition, I also asked the cheating partner to pay alimony based on the information that the detective had provided me. Megan was furious at me for that. After being abused a lot, he dumped her. After that, Megan went back to her parents' house. But her parents told her every day that they'll take care of the baby after it's born, but go find a job and pay off her debt. She said she was scared of what will happen after the baby was born. I am enjoying living alone. My sister comes to visit me once in a while, so I don't feel lonely. My sister's mysterious power helped me this time too. I am very grateful for it. But I still wonder how it works. I don't understand it because I don't have any power. Do you know anyone around you who has a sixth sense or some other mysterious power? If so, please let me know in the comments section. Anyway, thank you, sister.
Mom, I just got home from work and there's nobody here. Where did everyone go?
Oh my, you're home earlier than I thought.
It's maintenance day at the office, so I couldn't work late.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna make dinner now, but...
Oh, there's no need.
Are you eating out today?
We're traveling abroad.
What?
It's a family trip for me, your father, and Sophia.
A family trip?
Your father's gone on a 2-month-long vacation. We have some extra income as well. So, we decided to take the plunge and go abroad. We're going to get on a plane now.
What about me?
What? You think you can come with us?
What?
You're going to ruin our fun trip if we take you with us. 'Cause you're sick all year round.
That's...
You're a pain in the ass, you know that?
I'm sorry.
Now, you stay home and behave yourself.
Yes, Mother.
And don't call me when we're on vacation, no matter what.
Oh, why not? What if there's an emergency or something?
There's no way there's gonna be an emergency relating to you. And if it's relating to something else, I'm sure our relatives will contact us. Anyway, I don't want to be reminded of your gloomy face and voice during a fun family vacation.
Okay.
Well, we're getting on the plane now. Don't skip church just because we're gone for 2 months. And of course, I won't tolerate any wasteful spending.
Yes, I understand.
Hey, Chloe. My friend said he saw your parents and your sister at the airport yesterday. Are you home alone now?
Oh, Ryan. Yes. My parents and my sister went abroad for a trip. It looks like a 2-month-long trip.
What's that? Why would they leave you behind for such a long trip?
You see, I've been sick a lot. I think it's too much trouble to take me on the trip when I'm sick all year round.
But that doesn't mean...
Either way, I have work to do. I can't take 2 months off work.
That's true, but I can't leave you alone.
Ryan, you're worried about me, aren't you? Thank you for always caring about someone like me.
Chloe, I told you before that you shouldn't say someone like me.
Oh, sorry. It's just a habit.
Yes, well, you've been abused by such a toxic family for more than 20 years since you were born. I know you can't suddenly make everything better. We'll have to work on a little bit of positive thinking.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
And also, you should go to the hospital.
What?
I mean, isn't now the good time to see a doctor when your family isn't home?
But my family told me not to waste money.
How is the cost of keeping yourself healthy a waste of money? I'll refer you to a doctor I know, because this is the number one thing I'd like to ask my future wife.
Wife?
I'm going to formally propose to you later in person.
Oh,
You don't want to marry me? It's true that I'm a man in a special position in the society, but...
No. If someone like me can be your wife... Oh, I mean, if I can be your wife...
Yes?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'd like that. Hey, Chloe. You've been slacking on your chores.
Oh, Mom? Oh, I see. It's been 2 months since then.
Don't play dumb. I don't know where you've been wandering around, but you must clean the whole house as soon as you get back. I never thought I'd be greeted with such a dusty home as soon as I got back from my fun-filled trip.
You know what, Mom? I left the house.
Huh?
I'm not coming back. So please do the cleaning yourself.
What are you talking about? You're a sick woman. How can you leave home?
Speaking of my sickness, I went to the hospital and had a checkup.
What? I told you not to waste money. You need to be saving money from those extra things.
Well, listen. I've always been sick. The doctor says it's because of house dust allergy.
House dust?
Come to think of it, it makes sense. I didn't get the sick in my own room, which I kept clean and tidy. I remember the worst times I was sick were after I cleaned Mom and Dad's room.
Excuse me? You say that as if we were the dirty ones.
Well,
Your room was very dusty. For although you forced me to clean the house, you didn't want me to in your room often. So, you only let me vacuum your room once every couple of weeks. No wonder I have allergic reactions to house dust.
If you have time to waste on such nonsense, get back home and clean up. Now that you know the cause of your health problem, you just have to take the necessary measures when you clean up.
I said I'm not coming back.
Huh?
My boyfriend proposed to me.
You had a boyfriend?
I'm going to marry him.
What?
He's very kind to me about my house dust allergy, and he made sure I was able to go to the hospital regularly. He's a really nice guy.
You decided such an important thing on your own without telling me?
You told me not to contact you while you are traveling, so I'm telling you now.
I don't care what your excuse is. What matter is that you're gonna get married before your little sister Sophia does. I won't allow you to do that.
Does Sophia have a partner?
There's no way that the pure, cute, studious, and respectable Sophia would make such a partner on her own. Your father and I are going to find her a rich man who can be her husband.
Then when would I be able to get married?
I don't care about your marriage. I'm sure the man you're going to marry won't be much a man either. After all, he chose you.
Don't speak ill of him. I've been excluded from my family my whole life, and he saved my life in so many ways. I don't deserve that kind of talk from you.
Huh?
No matter what you say, I'm getting married as planned.
Chloe? What is that sassy attitude? I will never allow you to get married. Hi, Chloe. Haven't talked to you lately. I tracked down the location of your wedding.
What?
Actually, I'm in the bride's waiting room right now.
What? I didn't invite you.
I used an invitation that was sent to a relative to break in.
A relative? What are you talking about?
You're shameless. Getting married while you're sick. I'm gonna ruin your wedding.
Mom? What are you doing? Hey, Mom!
This is the end of you. I cut up your wedding dress, so the wedding's off.
What? My wedding dress?
You're guilty of disrespecting Sophia.
Well,
Now you can't have a wedding, can you?
I'm already wearing my dress.
What?
I mean, the wedding just ended. I was just about to take off my dress.
Huh?
Where are you right now anyways?
The local wedding hall, where you're about to have your wedding.
My wedding was overseas.
Overseas?
We only invited my husband's relatives.
Then, this dress.
If it's a wedding at the local wedding hall, could it be... Isn't that Aunt Anna's friend's wedding?
What? Aunt Anna? You mean my sister?
Yes. Her friend is someone I know too. Aunt Anna met her in her hobby class. Aunt Anna told me she's invited to her wedding today.
What?
So, the invitation you were talking about earlier,
The invitation that was at my sister's house.
you said you used that invitation to get into the wedding hall, right?
Yeah.
Did you check the bride's name on the invitation? Then, the wedding dress that you ripped up, no way.
Because of you. My sister's friend charged me a lot. The wedding will be rescheduled for the next month, so they want me to pay them all by them. There's no way I can pay $50,000. You know what? It's confusing to have a wedding on the same day. And let me tell you, you are accountable for this because you're trying to get married before Sophia. Everything's your fault. You're to be blamed, so you pay the $50,000. Hey, what? What the hell are you doing to my wife? What? Who? Let me just say hello. I'm Chloe's husband. My name's Ryan Capone. Ryan Capone? Surely you know who I am. Of course. Oh no, how come you know Chloe? We were seniors and juniors in high school. I fell in love with her and asked her out. You're mafia, right? That's my great-grandfather's generation. He got out of the business. Now I'm just a regular guy in construction. You're not just a regular guy. This whole area is owned by the Capone family. Hey, you talk too much. Oh no, it's nothing. If you want, I can come and greet you in person if you like. No, it's enough to greet you over text. I see. Well then, let's talk about something. Chloe wants to cut the ties with you guys. Yes, please. Do as you wish. Right. Thank you for being so understanding. Then from now on, stay away from Chloe, okay? Yes, I'll do as you say. One more thing. What is it? Chloe's little sister Sophia. Sophia? We'd like to take care of her too. What? By the way, she's here now. Why? I want to be with Chloe. Mom and Dad only think of me as their doll. Chloe was the only one in the family who treated me like a human being. I didn't want to go on a trip abroad because I was suddenly separated from Chloe. That's why I wanted to be with Chloe. That's what she said. Oh no. I heard that you are going to marry Sophia off to a 40-something rich man. What? A 23-year-old girl with a bright future? How did you know about that? Don't underestimate our intelligence network. Sophia was not just good-looking, but she used to be called a child prodigy, right? That's the kind of woman that the rich man wants as a wife. And I hear he wants to get his hands on her at all costs. Yes. That's why he said he'd love to have her for his wife. But that guy used to be Sophia's stalker. But he loves Sophia. Sophia was crying out for help and came to us, you know. We can't just let her go home. Please wait. Please don't take Sophia from us. What should we do if she's gone? You promised to this 40-something rich man that you'll give him Sophia. In return, the guy would provide financial support after your retirement, right? What? And maybe... Are you thinking of asking this guy for help on paying the $50,000 for destroying the wedding? No. On some months ago, you went on an overseas trip. You told Chloe that her father took a 2-month-long vacation. But the truth of the matter is, her dad quit his job because he could now depend on the rich man's financial support. And went on a 2-month trip abroad and used up his severance pay, didn't you? That's... You son of a bitch. Oh no. Well then, I'm going to have to cut you off from Sophia too. No contact at all from now on. You don't have a problem with that, do you? No, sir. Well, thank you very much for your kind reply. Thank you for being so understanding. Well, I better get going. Yes, you don't have to worry about your daughter at all. You can rest assured. You'll be working hard to pay off your debts and acquire funds for your retirement.
My parents doted on my younger sister, but in fact, my sister and I were not on bad terms with each other, as we helped each other. And as for the toxic parents, who lost 2 daughters at once, a 40-something rich man demanded a refund of the $100,000 he had given them in advance, saying, "That's not what you promised." The parents had already spent the money, so they're going to pay it back as a debt. Since there's also the $50,000 that was charged for ruining the wedding, their total debt is $150,000. They sold their house, but the house wasn't worth much. It looks like it'll be a long road until they're free from all of this. As a result, my sister and I are now enjoying our new life with a great sense of liberation. I am truly grateful to Ryan for leading us to this present moment.
Hello, are you Aubrey? Yes, I am. Nice to meet you. I'm Anna from Sean's work. You're Sean's wife, right? Yes, Sean's my husband. How can I help you, Miss Anna? Help? I need that actually. I'm Sean's true love. Oh, true love. As you know, Sean's my husband. I think you're what people generally call a mistress, not a true love. That's wrong. I'm your husband's true love, not a mistress. Oh, I see. So, what do you want, Miss True Love? Of course, it's obvious. I want you to divorce Sean and leave us alone. You're a trouble for both Sean and I. What? Why am I your trouble? Because you're in the way. Sean wants to marry me, but he can't. You're in the way. Do you understand, old lady? I see. Besides, I'm pregnant. It's Sean's baby. Really? I'm 6 months pregnant. If you don't divorce Sean, I will be a single mom. My baby and I need Sean. So please leave me as soon as possible. Sean is a CEO. He has a big apartment, an expensive car. A young and beautiful woman like me is perfect for him. Please free Sean. I see your point. If you're pregnant, there's nothing I can do. I'll have a little talk with Sean. Can you give me a minute? Sure. If you're talking about your divorce, please do it quickly. Sean, Anna texted me. She said she's pregnant with your child. What? Wait a minute. Why? Is she pretty young? How old is she? I don't know. I think she's 23 or something. She's younger than your daughter. I can't believe you're having an affair with a girl the same age as your kid. That's crazy. Remember how you got down on your knees and apologized you would never cheat again? Kind of. It's been a long time. Do you think I forgot about all those? We agreed we'd divorce if this ever happened again. Well, it's just... I'm really sorry. Divorce is not a good idea. You're right. You're the CEO. Getting a divorce because you cheated on a young girl does not give people a good impression. That would ruin your credibility. The chairman of your biggest client hates that kind of dishonesty. If he finds out, it could be the end of your career. You're right. That's why we can't get a divorce. Huh? Then what are you going to do with the baby? 6 months? You know what that means? Well, just give her child support? What do you think? I don't know. I'm so tired. She's pregnant. Marry her. Divorce me. What? No. Well, I'll give you an amicable divorce on one condition. What? You don't want the public to know you cheated, right? We call it an amicable divorce. Then why don't you get married before the baby's born? No alimony, just a share of the property. How about that? What? Really? You divorce me on those terms? That's no advantage for you. There's a benefit of getting rid of the cheating husband. I'm sick of this. Our kids are all grown up. We can break up now. We're done. Let's just pack up our stuff and be all done. Are you serious? Are you sure? No, wait. What about the condition? Not a bad one, right? Nope, just one condition. Don't contact Anna until a divorce is finalized. What? That's it? That's all it takes to get a divorce? If you want to hide your affair, it's better to leave as little evidence as possible. After the divorce, you can do whatever you want. So, what are you going to do? Are you getting a divorce or not? Yes, I'm getting a divorce. I'm sorry for cheating on you. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. I hope you will have a good life from now on. Let's just get out of here and be happy, okay? Okay. Please get a divorce paper from the courthouse. We can work on that after you get home. Okay. Hello, Miss Anna. Hi, finally. I got tired of waiting. So, when are you going to divorce? Before that, let me ask you something. Do you know that you committed adultery? I mean, you had an affair with a man who has a wife. I know that, but I could not help it. The man I fell in love with happened to have a wife. I don't care about your views on love, but you caused our divorce. I want you to understand we need an agreement. An agreement? Does that mean I have to pay? You're smarter than I thought. You know what alimony is. That's an agreement. Well then, how about $60,000? $60,000? That's a big offer. I don't know about the average. I think it's about that much. I don't know. I feel bad for an old lady because you spend the rest of your life in misery. I'll pay you $60,000. You can get divorced as soon as possible. You're a very generous young lady. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure about $60,000? I'm sure I'll be fine. Sean is the CEO. Isn't that a small price to pay? The power of love between Sean and me is worth more than $1 million. Ah, I see. Well, if you're okay with that, I don't mind. Of course, you'll pay it once, right? You don't want to think about me every time you pay, right? Of course not. After the divorce, you're never to see me again. Then pay me as soon as possible. I'll send you a settlement agreement stating that. Can you just sign it and send it back? Then I'll divorce him right away. Okay, I'll do that right away. So please leave right away. Yes. I received the settlement yesterday. I've filed for divorce. Sean and I are officially divorced. Yay! Finally! The rich husband and the apartment are mine. Congratulations! You can do whatever you want now. Thank you very much. Aubrey, you're going to have a tough time from now on. You are no longer a wife of a CEO. Please spend the alimony carefully. Oh, speaking of alimony, I have a question, may I? What? A question? Sure. I'll answer any questions you have. I feel bad for you, an old lady. Okay, thank you. Let me ask you something. How are you going to pay $60,000 alimony? You said you pay with the power of true love. He's broke, you know. What? Sean doesn't have any savings, and you don't look rich. I just wondered what you would do. What? What's that? That's not true. He has such a big house and expensive car. If it comes to it, we can just sell those. The car and the house are mine. They're not Sean's, so you can't sell them. What? He's cheated on me 4 times, and every time he cheated on me, he gave me his property. What? He's cheated 4 times before? Maybe you didn't know? Well, that's not something he'd tell you. I've had 4 other women just like you come at me. You know, the ones he's having affairs with. What? You're kidding. He said it was just me. The last girl apologized and broke up with him when I mentioned alimony. One found out he had no money, she left him. Or she woke up when I told her about his age. They were also in their 20s. They didn't want to stick with a broke old man in his 50s. It's not worth it. Wait a minute. What do you mean he doesn't have any money? So, he's cheated on me 4 times before you, right? He gave me all his money as alimony for cheating on me. The first time, he gave me all his savings from when he was single. The second time, he sold his watches. With the third, he gave me the car and our savings. With the fourth, he put the house in my name. He's responsible for the mortgage, though. When he divorced me, he had nothing left. Just his monthly income with house and car payments. He's a vain and spendthrift person. He has no savings. What? What? You're kidding. It's true. The savings he gave me for the third affair, I made it by deducting it from his monthly salary. After I got it as alimony, he never saved money again. He doesn't know anything about saving money. Huh? Then how do I pay you $60,000? Sean was supposed to cover that? I'm the one asking how you're going to pay. I don't accept installments or anything like that. You have to pay it all, even if you have to borrow money. By the time your baby is in middle school, he'll be retired. When your kid is grown, he'll be nearly 70 years old. Who would pay $60,000 for an old man like that? Impossible! I can't! I don't want him. I'll return him. It's not returnable. I'll wait for your payment. Bye. Hey, Aubrey, what did you say to Anna? Did you say something about money? What do you mean? I only talked about the alimony. She'll pay $60,000. Actually, she said you will pay. I told her you had no house, car, or savings. That's all. What? No house, no car? You're saying that too? You gave those to me as compensation for your last affair. Did you forget that? We've transferred ownership of the house and the car. Did you think they were still yours? Oh. You really have your brain in your lower half. Do you know why I decided to divorce you? Because there's nothing left to squeeze out of you. No. Wait a minute, Aubrey. Let's talk. Let's talk it over. There's nothing to talk about. We're divorced. We're strangers. You're marrying her, aren't you? No, seriously. Wait, $60,000? That's impossible. She said she'd pay it. So don't tell me what to do. Why? Why did you have to? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, just pay the alimony. I'm moving out soon. May and her husband in France have invited me to live with them. So I'm getting rid of the house and the car. I'm going there. What? France? What husband? When did May get married? You have no idea. You were busy having an affair when May was studying in France. She didn't invite you to her wedding. She said, he's not my father. By the way, Justin and his wife are having a baby soon. Did you know that? Oh my God. You deserved it. Well, good luck with the next one. Okay, bye-bye. After that, Sean contacted me several times, asking me to talk to him. I blocked him and refused to receive any phone calls or incoming calls. I sold my house and car and moved to a hotel. Sean and Anna had a big dispute about alimony. Sean was reluctant to get married and wanted to break up with her to save money. Anna was furious and stormed at their work and revealed all about the affair. People talked about it behind their backs, and Sean's major clients terminated their contracts. The problem got much more extensive than they thought. They're having a baby soon. How are they going to settle up? I don't know, and I don't care. I moved to France as planned. I started my new life with my daughter and her husband. I have a lot of money, and I'm enjoying my life.
Mary, your husband should have married me. Huh? Michelle, what did you just say? I saw your husband for the first time at the kindergarten our kids go. Your husband, Kevin, he's perfect for me. Since then, I've never stopped thinking about him. So let me marry him. No way! What? Why not? Hell no, there is no way he will end up with you. He's married to me. Oh, I see. Well, what if I paid you? What are you even talking about? Don't worry, we're a rich family, so I'll pay you what you want. Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Don't beat around the bush. It's not about the money. You don't have to be so tough. So, how about $5,000? 10,000? I'll go the extra mile and give you $15,000. I'll leave the cash in your mailbox. I'm not going to leave my husband no matter how much money you give me. My husband says he'll never leave me. Well, don't you think we should ask him himself? I'm telling you exactly what he's saying right now. He's standing right next to me. Really? I'm sure Kevin fell in love with me the first time he saw me. That's absolutely not true. My husband is telling me. Come on, Mary. Could you stop telling me what you want to believe? Don't tell me you didn't notice the spark between Kevin and I the first time we saw each other. Kevin just told me there was no spark. Come on, Mary. Will you stop twisting the story in your own convenience? It's not true that Kevin is next to you. I know it. Don't tell me you're a psychic. Well, in a way, you're probably right. I have a keen intuition when it comes to love. I'm a love psychic. It's true that my husband is next to me. Of course I'm not lying. You're crazy if you think you're kind of a psychic. Huh? And actually, my husband is going on an overseas business trip tomorrow. What? Really? I'm busy with preparations, so if you'll excuse me. Wait a minute, Mary. It's not fair of you to ignore Kevin's feeling and end this conversation. Well, okay. Now's the only time when she can be so stubborn. The way we looked at each other at the moment, our feelings were real. If I can prove this love, she won't have any choice but to leave Kevin. She should start thinking about what she's going to do when she becomes a single mother. Mary, something bad has happened. What is it, Kevin? You're at work right now, right? That's right. What happened? While I was on my business trip, I got a report from a colleague that there was a woman snooping around the office. What? Really? She's been asking employees who came out of the company building if I'm having an affair while I'm away or if there's any women close to me. What? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I saw a picture that my coworker took of her and it was Michelle. Oh no, what the hell is she doing? She's not divorced from her husband, is she? I don't think so. My coworker is giving me a ride home today, so I hope I won't run into her again. Please come home safe. Yeah, I'll try my best. Damn it! Why won't you accept the $15,000 and the divorce papers too? Kevin is going to dump you, so I need you to accept it. I'll bring it to you again when you've cooled down, so please accept it this time. Kevin, Michelle is crazy. What's wrong? Just now, she handed me $15,000 in cash and divorce papers. What? Of course, I denied the money and asked her to leave. So, she did what she said she would before. I had the impression that she was a crazy person, but I didn't know that she was this bad. I'd like to talk to Michelle's husband, but he's working away from his family. Also, her parents passed away and his parents live far away. I see. It sucks that there's no one nearby who can stop this. Anyway, we have to do something about it. Talking to the kindergarten is difficult because it's not about our child. Oh God, I can't believe that our 10-year wedding anniversary is coming up and this kind of trouble was waiting for us. I know. We're in the middle of thinking about our anniversary plan as a family. Oh, Mary, I got a call from the jewelry store this morning and I have to stop on the way to pick up your ring. Oh, right. Today you were supposed to pick it up. Does that make you feel a little better? Yup, very much. You will love it. I can't wait. Hello. I'm sorry, Mary. Kevin proposed to me. I'll bring you the $15,000 and the divorce papers again, so please accept them. Huh? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I wanted to give you that much money. Then, I'll be over soon. Please wait. Why? Can you tell me more about how my husband proposed to you? Oh my, you want to hear? Yes, I do. My husband has no reason to propose to you. I have to ask you why he did it. Oh dear, you can't face reality, can't you? I really feel sorry for you. You're going to get hurt even more than you already are. Just explain it to me. I don't have a choice. I'll tell you about it. You're such an annoying person. Kevin stopped by a jewelry store on his way home from work. I thought, this can't be. I was watching him pick up the item. It was an engagement ring for me. So, as soon as he paid the bill, I got it. Now it's confirmed that Kevin loves me, right? I don't understand the situation now. Yes, it seems you finally understand. Now that you understand your position, please step aside. There's no room for you in between me and Kevin. Come on, Michelle. You're the only one who doesn't understand this situation. Huh? I'm going to pass my phone to Kevin. Huh? Oh, handsome. What are you doing? I told Mary I'm coming over there now. Michelle, this is Kevin, Mary's husband. Oh, hey, Kevin. Thanks for the engagement ring you gave to me. When did I ever propose to you? I know, even if you don't say it in words, because we were attracted to each other the moment our eyes met. Oh, but if you proposed to me with words, I would love it too. How about a restaurant with a beautiful night view at the luxury hotel? Oh yeah, I actually already prepared for the wedding. Huh? Tomorrow is our wedding anniversary, baby. What? Tomorrow? We're not divorced yet, but let's skip the details. As you can imagine, it was difficult to reserve a wedding venue, but I was able to rent out a nice restaurant. It's a miracle. I can't believe you proposed to me the day before the ceremony. This engagement ring is also very beautiful. Please return my wife's ring. Huh? Oh, you're going to say the words of the proposal after all, aren't you? Oh dear, and you call me your wife already. That ring belongs to my wife, Mary. What? Mary and I will soon celebrate 10 years of marriage. To mark this milestone, I decided to give my wife Mary a ring as a token of my appreciation for all she's done for me. What are you talking about? You gave me a ring. You snatched the bag from my hand and ran away, you thief. That's absolutely not true. I know. That's what Mary is threatening you to say. Is this mine? Yay! Huh? These are the words that you said at the moment you took the bag from my hand. Mary was not there, so there was no way she could have known about this. Wait, what about the engraving on the ring? K and M, they're the initials of our names, aren't they? Kevin's K and my name Michelle's M were engraved on it. Mary's name starts with M too. What? Mary, so it's M, right? No way! Let me tell you this. How can you have a romantic relationship with someone that you've never really talked or even exchanged contact information with? Don't you remember? 3 months ago at the school event, we saw each other for the first time. What school event? You mean you and I made eye contact at a school event? Yes, handsome. Oh, now you remembered. Our love definitely started there. I've never attended a school event before. Huh? I do drop off and pick up the kids from kindergarten once in a while, but the days of the school event always fall on the day I have to work, so I've never been able to go. What? No way! If you don't believe me, I can show you my attendance record. I'm sure that would prove you have the wrong man. So, the man who I saw, perhaps he was another child's father, or perhaps you were dreaming. Something like that, don't you think? Well, so it wasn't Kevin that I loved. Do you understand? Then please return the ring. No, I'll throw this ring away in the river along with the sorrow of my lost love. Huh? I'm glad I lived by a river. Goodbye, my love. Hey! Hey, Mary! What's $6,200 for the ring? That's not all. We filed a police report about your stealing the ring. The police? The jewelry store security camera caught you. It caught the exact moment you snatched the bag from my husband. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to steal anything. I didn't mean to make such big deal out of it if you just returned it, but you threw it away, didn't you? Someone saw you throw the ring out of your window into the river behind your house. You can't get away with it. I just thought it would soothe my broken heart. You wouldn't do that with a ring that was supposed to be given to me. Don't you have any common sense? Because... And then I told your husband about this. What? One of the parents at the kindergarten has your husband's contact information. I was able to contact him through him. No way. You didn't have to go that far. You don't seem to realize that I had to go that far. I've just had my heart broken. You're a bastard. You can't reason with crazy. You're a thief. What? It's up to you if you decide what you want to do from now on. I'm a thief? We'll deal with you through our lawyer. Seriously? I think it's time for you to face the reality. Bye then. Wait. Well, I had to pay $25,000 to cancel the wedding reservation at the restaurant. I don't have the money. Hey! Later that day, Michelle's husband came with the settlement amount and the money for the ring to apologize and request that the victim report be withdrawn. He said he did not want to give the mother a criminal record for the sake of their child. However, this money was Michelle's debt. They got divorced and her husband was custody of the child. In addition, she also had to pay the cancellation of a restaurant reservation she made due to her selfish outburst, of course. It seems that she was also charged for various other things and incurred a large amount of debt. Michelle is now living extreme poverty, using most of her salary to repay her debts. Unfortunately, the ring was never found. Once again, I bought a pair of rings for my husband and I. So, this is our 10th wedding anniversary. We hope to continue to have a happy life as a family.
Hey, Karen, do you live in Greenville? Oh, Lena? It's been a while. What's with a question out of the blue? I mean, I saw someone who looked exactly like you near Greenville Station today. She looked nobody else but you. I did go out today and was at Greenville Station, but... I knew it! So it was you I saw. How long have you lived in Greenville? I've lived here since I got married. I like it because it's easy to get around and it's a nice place to live. Since you got married? So that guy you were walking with today was your husband? Yeah, that's right. I was out with my husband all day today. If you saw me, then it was my husband who was with me. Oh, seriously? I only saw him for a distance, but he was so cool. He was tall and very handsome. Oh, really? He's definitely tall, but I think his face is average. Besides, he's unreliable in many ways. Is that so? But hey, does it matter if he's good looking? Besides, you're a serious person, Karen. I'm sure your husband is serious too, right? Well, I think he's serious at heart, but not everything is all happy with him, you know. There's a side of him I'd never seen before marrying him. Well, that's what marriage is all about, isn't it? Even you aren't perfect. Do you feel sorry for talking about your husband like that? Yeah, you're right. So, why were you at Greenville Station? Didn't you say you got a job in your hometown, as I recall? Well, yeah, I did, but I got fired from my job for a reason. What? Fired? And getting fired from a company, that must have been pretty serious. Well, don't get hung up on the details. And I was living in my parents' house, but my parents kicked me out. So I did some research on the internet. I found this place on the internet as a cheap and comfortable place to live. Well, it's true that this area is not that expensive for a convenient place to live. Apartments and condominiums are also quite reasonably priced. I wonder if that's true. I'm glad I moved here, but I didn't think too much about it when I moved here. So I'm in trouble because it's more expensive than I thought it would be. Well, it would be tough if you were suddenly fired from your job. If you need any help, you can contact me. If there's anything I can do, I'll help you. Oh, really? Then, can I ask you a favor now? What? If it's something I can do. You can do it, with ease. I want to go to your house sometime soon. What? My house? I don't mind, but why? Well, I'm pretty tight on money, so I thought I'd be treated for dinner at your place.
Ah, I see what you mean. I can't cook much, but I'm totally fine. I basically work from home, so you can come on weekdays.
No, I'll go on weekends.
Oh, really? Do you already have a weekday job?
No, my job is still just a part-time job. Your husband went out with you today, so that means he's off from work on weekends, right?
Yeah, well...
So I'll be there on Saturday or Sunday. I want to meet your husband.
You want to meet my husband? I don't think there's anything interesting about meeting him.
No way, because your husband is so handsome. Just meeting him and talking with him would be like a feast for the eyes. That's why I want to meet him and talk with him.
No, that's a little... I'm sure my husband would be puzzled to meet you out of the blue. Can't we do that some other time?
No, why? It's fine. Hey, Karen, we're friends, right? You told me earlier to tell you if there's anything you can do.
That's true, but...
Right? Then it's decided. I'll come visit you next Saturday.
What? Next Saturday?
I can't wait for a delicious meal. Well then, I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
1 week later. Lena, may I have a word?
Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry to have bothered you today. Oh, the food was so good. Karen, you're so good at making pasta.
Thank you. Anyway, isn't there something you want to say to me?
What? Something to say to you? I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll tell you. What was that attitude of yours today?
My attitude? What's up with that? I was just enjoying your house.
Don't play dumb with me. As soon as my husband greeted you, you suddenly started flirting with him. You were talking to him the whole time, totally ignoring my presence, weren't you?
Oh, that. Minor details. Sorry, I didn't think you cared, but I didn't mean to be flirting with him, you know.
What are you talking about? You were sitting right next to my husband on the sofa, and you were touching his body too. Did you think I didn't notice?
Oh, you were looking at me so closely, weren't you? Well, you were always in the kitchen doing stuff. I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but I guess you were watching all the time.
You seemed to be enjoying with such a happy laughter that I couldn't help but watch. So what are you trying to do? I don't think you'd normally treat someone's husband like that.
What? What, are you jealous?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it's not normal.
Scary. You don't have to be so angry. Kevin is your husband. You should be more confident.
What's that? Lena, are you making fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you. We've been friends since high school, right? I would never hurt my precious friend.
Then you're wrong about me. I don't feel good when you do that kind of things to me. I was hurt enough during the time you were at my place today, so don't do this anymore.
I can't believe you get hurt over something as small as that. You must have a hard time living your life, huh?
What's that? Don't you usually apologize first when someone feels bad about something you did?
Why do I have to apologize? I just want to be friends with my friend's husband. I don't have anything to feel guilty about.
Don't be silly. It's quite obvious that you have nothing but bad intentions.
Don't be so rude to me. If you're so anxious, let me visit your place again. Then I'll promise I won't do anything like that again.
Absolutely not. Please, don't come visit me again. 2 months later.
Attention, please.
Lena? What is it suddenly?
Today, I have an important announcement to make to you.
An important announcement? If you have something to tell me, can you hurry up?
Actually, I won Kevin's heart.
What? What do you mean, won? I don't understand what you mean.
I literally won his heart. Kevin has fallen in love with me. Now he is mine. He doesn't have feelings for you anymore.
What's that? Does that mean you had an affair with Kevin?
Why are you talking in the past tense? It's still ongoing. Actually, Kevin is at my place right now. He's been home late lately, hasn't he? That's because he's always at my place.
I can't believe it. How can you do such a thing without hesitation?
Because I did it in high school too. It's not that big of a deal.
High school? What are you talking about?
James, who you dated in high school. You were depressed because he suddenly dumped you, right? Actually, it was me who stole your high school boyfriend, and now I've easily stolen your husband too.
I'm going to take you down if you don't take me seriously.
What? Take me down? Hey, Karen, what are you saying all of a sudden? You don't have the guts.
I've been aware of it for a while. You always looked down on me. You've always made fun of me.
Of course! You noticed now? I've been looking down on you for a very long time.
Why are you so...
A boy I liked in high school liked you.
Oh, that's all?
Huh? What do you mean that's all? It was a big deal to me. That's why I stole your boyfriend. I even stole your husband this time. I was so happy to find out that you were around where I moved to. Thanks to you, I got my revenge.
Oh, I see. I was a little worried that I might have done something to you that made you hold grudge against me for a long time. But now, I feel so much better. I'm convinced that it was Lena who was at fault. Thank you.
Huh? What are you thanking me for? Do you realize that I have your husband now?
I do. You want me to divorce him, right?
Exactly. Kevin wants to get a divorce too. He was lamenting that you might not agree to it, but you seem fine.
Of course. I can't be married to someone who cheats on his wife. I'll leave Kevin to you.
Surprisingly, that went too well. Oh, by the way, that house you're living in right now, I'm going to ask you to move out of there too. You're prepared to do that, right?
A sure thing. I'll be out by the end of the week.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure, isn't it? Well, it would be miserable for you to ask your husband not to leave you. There's no way you would do such a thing in front of me, right?
So, are we done talking?
Yep. It's confirmed that Kevin will be mine. I'm done with you now. Now get divorced as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll do that. Well then, I wish you all the best. 1 week later.
Long time no see, Karen. I didn't expect you to really leave in a week. You surprised me and Kevin.
Well, a promise is a promise. So, what do you want?
I just thought I should give you a heads up.
Of what?
Thank you for getting a divorce so quickly. Kevin and I just registered our marriage. Your ex-husband and I are now a married couple.
Enjoy your life in hell.
Huh?
Well then, I hope you can make a living at best. Good luck.
Wait a minute. What was that?
What?
You just said hell. What do you mean life in hell?
I know it's the beginning of your hellish life, so I wished you luck. Was that hard to understand?
What are you talking about? I was able to steal Kevin away from you, whom I hate so much. And on top of that, I even got married to him, you know. How can I live a life in hell?
You just signed the papers, didn't you? It was fine that you took my husband away from me and got married to him yourself. But did you think about what happens after that?
Well, what do you mean by that? I took your husband and this house from you. I'm still ahead of you no matter how you look at it.
Even with
25 years left on the mortgage. What? Mortgage? 25 years? That's right. We bought this house 5 years ago with a 30-year loan. And it's in Kevin's name. So he has to keep paying for another 25 years. No way! This house has that much loan left? I guess you didn't expect that. You're just a part-timer, so you can't pay it, can you? I have nothing to do with it. Besides, Kevin will pay off his loan. He works at a good company. He can easily pay off the loan. Well, it would have been easy up until now. What? What's with that meaningful tone? What do you mean, up until now? Huh? You don't know about this yet? Kevin got caught cheating with his colleague and got fired, you know. What? Cheating? My Kevin? That's right. And it seems the other party was also married, and her husband is demanding compensation. It sounds like it's turning out to be a complete disaster. You're his wife, and you didn't know about it? Shut up! Why would I know about such a thing? Kevin having an in-house affair? I thought I was the only one. I guess not. By the way, as you can probably tell already, I'm going to charge you compensation too. Huh? What's wrong? You messed with my husband and drove us to a divorce. I'll charge you around $10,000. Wait a minute. I told you I was working part-time, didn't I? Yes, you did. What about it? There's no way I can pay you $10,000. Don't be silly. I'm not kidding. Did you really think there would be no repercussions? Are you crazy? The world is not that easy. Oh no, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just took your husband away from you. That was supposed to be the end. How can it end with you being the only one who's happy? I'm an eye for an eye type of person. Too bad for you. I'm sorry. I'll apologize. I'll even give Kevin back. So please, forgive me. I don't need that trash anymore. It's non-returnable. Oh no! What am I going to do? Well, I'm sure you'll get the bill in a while. You can look forward to it. After that, I then immediately hired a lawyer and asked Lena and my ex-husband for compensation in a lump sum. Since neither of them had enough money to pay in a lump sum, they had to borrow money to pay me back. On top of that, my ex-husband had to pay compensation for the other affair he had. As a result, they are so deep in debt. In the end, they could not pay the mortgage and had to sell the house. They are now living in a one-bedroom apartment together, struggling to make ends meet.
Hello, are you Ava Hill? Yes, I am. Who are you? I'm Bill's girlfriend. Yes? Who's Bill? What? Of course, it's William. You've never called him by his nickname, have you? You're not being loved. How pitiful. I don't know about the nickname thing. William is my husband. I know that. What do you mean? You're William's affair partner? I'm not his affair partner. I'm his true love. His true love? I'm the one who's married. You must be the cheating partner. It doesn't matter which one you are. He's going to marry me in the end. What's your name? My name is Emma. I'm a 20-year-old, lively young college student. Just kidding. I see, Emma. Are you really having an affair with my William? Aren't you mistaking him for someone else? It's not a mistake. I got this WhatsApp message from Bill's cell phone. He gave it to me secretly. So, for him to send you a message like this, does that mean you knew William was married and had relations with him? Of course I knew. Bill was wearing a ring from the start. Okay then. So you also know I'm pregnant? Of course. You had a baby through fertility treatment, right? You finally had a baby when you turned 40. How can you have a baby at an old age? I can't even consider it. If you know so much about us, it sounds like you're telling the truth. You're having an affair with my husband. That's what I'm talking about. And besides, I'm pregnant. What? It's Bill's child. So, will you divorce him? Bill said that too. It's a child born to a woman who's over 40 and past her prime. He said he doesn't want such a child. Fertility treatment is too expensive, and giving birth at an old age is too high risk and low return. Did William say so? If it was a young girl like me, it could be easy having a baby. Besides, by the time her child comes of age, you'd look like a grandma at her 60s. No way. I'd be so embarrassed if my parents were like that. Old age births are such a waste. Enough with your pet theory. And now that you're having a baby, just to tell me to get a divorce, you went through all the trouble to contact me. Well, that's what it means. I'm going to become a super young and beautiful mom, unlike you, right? Of course, Bill would prefer a young beauty. So you know what? Break up with him quickly, old lady. I understand what you're saying. I'll check with William. I'll call you later. If you're getting a divorce, do it soon, before my baby is born. I received a message from a young girl who's got her head in the clouds. I'm sorry for being a woman who's past her prime. What are you going to do?
Well, no. I mean, Emma actually told you? Seriously?
That's my line to say, seriously, you cheating guy. You're serious by the way you're reacting. You cheated on your wife with a girl 20 years younger than I and had a baby?
Yes.
Don't say yes. You should at least try to be a little less cryptic. How could you even think of cheating on your wife with a girl 20 years younger than you? You're a real airhead, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I was tired from work and fertility treatments. I just got carried away.
No apologies. No excuses. How long have you been together?
Well, since February of this year.
So, you've been together for about a year. She got pregnant. Did you know it?
She told me last month that she was 2 months pregnant, but we haven't decided what to do about it.
What? What's that? What do you mean you haven't decided what to do?
Well, whether or not we're going to have the baby, or if we're going to raise a child, how much money we're going to need.
Isn't this just too irresponsible? Both having an affair while your wife is pregnant and not thinking about the child you've made with your mistress. If this affair hadn't come to light, were you planning on having 2 families with me and your little girl? How? You don't make enough money to maintain 2 families.
No, I really didn't think about it. I had money from your father. I thought I could manage somehow.
What? What's that? You were going to support your affair partner and child with money from my parents?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
That's what this is about. I'm beyond angry. I'm disgusted. Just so you know, we're divorced.
What? Divorce?
Of course, it's to be expected. I have no intention of starting over with a man who cheated and had a child with another woman. Besides, if we stay married like this, it's just going to make things awkward and uncomfortable for both of us. Then, let's just get a quick divorce.
No, if that's what you, Ava, want, I'll do it. Ava, you have a job, and I'm sure you'll be fine on your own. But she can't do it alone.
Then, let's talk about divorce. I'm packing up my stuff and going back to my parents' house. That was the plan all along. I'll get back to you with the details. Let's both cool off. Hello, Emma. Long time no see. Ah, I finally got a reply. Why have you been ignoring my messages? I've been busy with various things. I'll get to the point. I talked it over with William yesterday with my lawyer. We're getting a divorce. Really? Yay! I'm sorry I stole your husband away from you. I'm the one who asked you to divorce him. I know you can't get remarried again if you're an old woman with a bump on your head. Well, do your best on your own. So, as a result of our discussion, it's been tentatively decided I'm going to charge you $10,000 for alimony. What? We'd like you to pay it in one lump sum if possible. I don't want to be involved with you guys forever. Borrow from your parents or take out a loan and pay for it. You could ask William to pay it for you. However, don't expect any support from him because I'll be making a separate request for money from him. Wait a minute. I'm paying for it? What? Isn't it obvious? You had relations with a man who has a wife. I have the right to demand alimony. It's common sense. Didn't you know that? I'm pregnant. No, I can't. I can't pay that. I'm going to have a baby. It's going to cost a lot of money. I understand, but that's not the same thing as this. It costs money for us too. You're the one who put your hands on someone else's man. You at least know how to take responsibility, don't you? That's not what I'm asking. I can't pay it. I can't afford $10,000. I can't afford it. What were your intentions in contacting me? You told me you had an affair. Did you think you could marry him without any repercussions? Because I never heard anything from Bill about paying money. Two like-minded individuals with clouded minds. At least William had the decency to agree to pay the compensation. I can't pay $10,000. Don't charge me. Don't. Well then, I'll give you one chance. Chance? If you do what I say, you won't have to pay any alimony. What? Really? Yeah, really. I can write you a reminder. Yes, I'll do it. I'll do anything. Okay then. Marry William for sure and never get divorced. If you do that, I'll waive the alimony. What? That's it? Yes, that's it. But if you don't get married or get divorced, I'll charge you $10,000 immediately. Really? Is it really enough for me to just marry Bill? If you don't want to, that's fine. As long as I receive compensation, I'm fine with that. No, I'll marry him. With him. That'll make it even, right? You're not lying, are you? No, I'm not lying. You're still young, and for the sake of your unborn child, you'll need someone to support you. And when you have a baby, you're going to quit college. I think you have a lot to learn. That's why the $10,000 exemption is my gift to you. Ava, I guess I misunderstood you. I didn't think you were such a nice person. I'm really sorry. I said so many horrible things to you, Ava. It's okay. I don't mind at all. You, William, and the child, do your best and live on. Thank you very much. I'll be happy.
Ava, I heard from Emma. Thank you for congratulating us on our start.
What are you talking about? I mean, I've already filed for divorce, so why don't you stop calling me?
I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for me and Emma. I can't believe you exempted us from alimony if we get married. You're in a position to hold a grudge against us. You stepped down for our kids, right? Ava, to be honest, if I had paid alimony to you, I would have been left penniless. I wasn't sure what to do. So, you're a big help. Thank you. Oh, I'll pay child support. Don't worry.
No, you know what? I don't know what misconception you have, but I'm gonna charge you the usual alimony, okay?
Huh?
What? What do you mean? Why do you think you're exempted from this? The only thing I'm exempted from this is that little bitch. You're going to pay alimony and child support in one lump sum.
What? Then why is Emma?
What can I say? Women like that, don't you think they'll resent me and stick to me? She declared her intentions of plundering my husband directly without considering the consequences. She'll act like a victim and say she can't pay alimony. If I force her to pay alimony, she will resent me. She will harm me, my children, and my family. That's why I gave her a good deal. If it's $10,000 and your safety is more important. The reason I made marriage a condition was to secure a stopper in the form of you.
What? Huh?
Well, I'm sure she'll find out after you get married. She should have paid $10,000 at that time.
Huh? What? What's that? What do you mean?
First of all, let me tell you something. You're going to be transferred to a local company.
What? What?
Why? Why? You didn't forget, did you? That you got into this company through my brother's connections, and that you got ahead because of my brother's connections.
You.
Despite this, we are going to divorce because of the worst form of infidelity. You're crazy to think you can keep your job. Not firing you from the company is an act of mercy.
That's one thing, but something like being transferred to a rural area?
If you don't like it, why don't you just change jobs? You're a person who, after turning 40, repays kindness with hostility and gets demoted as a result. I don't know if there's any other company in the same industry that would hire someone like that. In any case, the salary will likely decrease, won't it?
Oh no.
And so on and so forth. You are dirt poor and in debt due to alimony and child support. And you're going to be a low-paid man who's going to be transferred to a regional office. And you're a 40-plus-year-old man. That little girl is going to wake up one day and despair. She married him, and now she has to pay me $10,000 for a divorce. She's going to hate you for the rest of your life. You have to support a wife and kids in that situation. I bet you're too busy to retire. That's when the kids cost the most. You'll have to work until your grave. That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Oh no, my life.
I don't care what happens to you two, but the child is innocent, so do your best to make him or her happy, okay? Also, I'm going to say something for the last time.
What?
What do you mean I'm tired of fertility treatments? The reason we couldn't have kids in the first place? You're the one who caused our inability to have children. So you criticize me for being past my prime and having an advanced maternal age. You say whatever you want. I hope the baby in her belly is yours. Go to hell. Learn the reality of the situation. I wish you all the best.
Wait. Ava, wait. Let me talk to you one more time.
After that, William tried to contact me several times, but my lawyer and parents' family firmly refused, saying, "Don't bother us anymore." He gave up on me, borrowed money to pay alimony and child support. registered his marriage with Emma, who was disowned by her parents and dropped out of college, and moved to a local branch office where he was demoted. Apart from moving away from the urban area, there was also no wedding ceremony, so it seems Emma was full of complaints. So they started married life in a small apartment. With their finances in dire straits, William is working both his main job and a side job. Emma has a part-time job until she was in the last month of pregnancy. Moreover, a baby who was born during those difficult days seems to be an angelic baby with blonde hair and blue eyes. It seems there was another dispute, but it appears they didn't get divorced. And 2 years after the divorce, William collapsed and suffered from hemiplegia. After 2 years, the rose-colored glasses came off, and Emma refused to provide care, disappearing and leaving the child behind. William became a shell of his former self, and his parents ended up taking him in. The child was adopted by one of Emma's relatives and is said to be living happily. It's tragic what happens to people who feed on immediate greed without thinking about the future. The only thing that saves me is that the child is happy with good adoptive parents. As for me, I gave birth to a healthy child and am raising her with the help of my parents and siblings. The child that I had long wished for is so adorable. I just can't help it. I'm worried that I'm going to spoil her too much. From now on, the two of us, the child and I, will work hard to become happy.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.